Hi, Dragon Dreamers. Gina Virginia Casella here. And thank you for dreaming with me. Today, I dare you, in fact, I double dare you to make a donation right here, right now on my Buy Me a Coffee and get a mini gemstone reading by yours truly. It's a creation of my own making. So I've got the Gnome King's gemstones here. And I have some promotional things to go over with you, just some live hangout. Let me highlight my Buy Me a Coffee. So there's lots of things going on. I'm just going to do some talking here while folks make a donation. And if you're curious, the very first reading I'm going to do is in honor of the $9 paid membership that you can find right here, right now in my Buy Me a Coffee. And I put a little note there in the chat because on March 1st, 2026, the price is increasing. Why is the price increasing? Well, I'm working with Pull Energy. So check out bonuses number 4 and bonus number 5 that was added because there are phenomenal opportunities waiting for you. And if you weren't aware, when prices increase, they always stay the same for current paying members. So for $9 a month before the price increases, when the price increases, it's still going to be a phenomenal deal. But come on, for $9 a month for all of those bonuses, you got to get in on it. Those of you who are just tuning in, thank you for dreaming with me, making an announcement about the $9 a month membership because it's increasing in price. It's still going to be a great price, but right here, right now, for $9 a month, you can get in on the membership. So there's 5 bonuses. I'm working with Pull Energy. Check them out. And I also wanted to remind you that you can follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. It's absolutely free to follow me. And then you get in on the emails, and anytime I go live, I'm always sure to post the live link the day of right there in my Buy Me a Coffee. So I also want to lovingly invite you right here, right now, to press the subscribe button on my YouTube. That way we can get the super chat going. And I also want to lovingly invite you to turn the notifications on. That way, between Buy Me a Coffee and following me on YouTube, you never have to worry about missing a thing. So thank you so much for coming to dream with me. Doing these gemstone readings, it's one of my favorite things to do. At some point, I will turn my background off, but right here in front of me, I know you can't get a good look right now, but you will when my background gets turned off. But I got the Gnome King's gemstones right here, and there's a story about how I acquired them. Let me know in the chat if you're familiar with that story. And I also have the beloved, oh, some of the cards are falling, the beloved Dragon Dreams Oracle. Both of these a creation of my own making, and they came together. And the card that randomly fell, righty tighty. So maybe somebody out there needed some righty tighty reinforcement. The full moon is upon us. Let me know how you're spending the full moon. And as part of the bonus for the current $9 a month membership, you also get in on full moon and new moon mini gemstone readings from yours truly for the collective, and also from the Dragon Dreams Oracle, Dragon Illuminous. So I want to show you some slides, take you through some things, and in the meantime, I lovingly invite you to go on over to my Buy Me a Coffee. The link is right there in the chat. Make a donation. I don't like that word donation, but show your support financially. If you're not able to support financially, it would really help if you like, subscribe, shared, let other Dragon Dreamers know about us. And it all starts with community. And for me, that's what this is all about. So what is all of this about? I know some of you have been following me for some time. And a big welcome to you, Galaxy Puppy Shan 372 372-4. And let me know if Shan is that short for Chantel? I'm always curious. And the 3724, what's the significance of that? Now you got me curious. And it's wonderful to have you here today. So what is going on? Okay, so those of you who don't know me, there's like way too much to say about me, but I wrote 8 books. I published the Dragon Dreams Oracle. I do this gemstone reading thing, and now I'm inviting you to be a part of it. All of my content is merging together. Movies are being made. I'm hosting a conference. The first one ever is March 14th. And so I hope you mark your calendars right here, right now. Right here, right now, you've got a lot of things to do, Dragon Dreamers. Mark your calendar. Don't worry, I got the dates for you. And why don't I take you through my slides? So those of you who are just tuning in, while I'm showing the slides, you can mosey on over to Buy Me a Coffee to make a financial contribution so that I can provide you with a free mini gemstone reading. All right, so those of you commenting in the comments, I will come back to the comments shortly, okay? And I'm going to just remove, there we go. All right. So these dates here are very important. The first one, Promise of Spring, Saturday, March 14th. It's online and it's the first one ever. And the first one ever, it's always going to be free. If you wanted to take a screenshot, or sometimes what I do is I just take my mobile phone and I randomly take pictures of things and then I'll jot it down in my calendar later. But do that now, Dragon Dreamers, with these dates, because if you're like me, if you can plan ahead and be strategic, then it's really amazing the opportunities you can take advantage of. And I really want to make sure that you know about this because it's new. It's the first ever, as I mentioned. I'm really excited about it. I'll show you who the virtual healers and virtual vendors are going to be, and of course the dragon speakers and our wonderful monitor too. I'll show you all of that momentarily. And again, it's really worth it to follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. Again, it's free to follow me. And then you get in on the emails and all of this information. So it's really, really great. There's also the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. That's also free, and you're more than welcome to get in on there. I do a lot of cross posting. All right, back to the dates. Every Tuesday, I do Dreaming with Story Species, Story Medicine, Extra Strength. So when you donate on days like today, then the money helps to cover administration fees, the overcost fees. This is where the money is going. Wednesdays, I hang out live. If somebody wants to host me, please reach out, because whether somebody's hosting me or not, I'm going live on Wednesday. So if you're an amateur host and you're looking for somebody to have on your show, please reach out to me. I would love to pull, maybe a card or 3 cards on behalf of the collective to discuss my content, do some Q&A, really delight in those experiences. And of course, the last Friday of each month, which brings us to today, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, I dare you to dream with me. Put some money in my Buy Me a Coffee, make a contribution, get in on those good feeling vibes, because your money goes towards all of this. And seasonally, the Continuum of Conscious Evolution conference series, there's going to be 4 online every year. And those dates for 2026 are set in stone. The first one, as I mentioned, it's free. And every year, the first one will always be free. The first one is called Promise of Spring. And I'm really excited about it. I'm hopeful for a 5th conference to be in person. So stay tuned for that. And the more money I get on Buy Me a Coffee, the more this stuff flows. And my intention is to make movies, and me even just being here with you on Buy Me a Coffee and talking about Dreaming with Gemstone Gina and all the hopes and dreams. This is actually part of the movie. So there's going to be a lifetime full of movies for you to tune into. Let me show you some of my other slides here. And I want to remind folks that in just a few moments or so, I will kick things off with a collective reading For the paid membership, right now it's $9 a month, and that price is increasing March 1st. So get in on it. It's a great deal. Buy me a coffee. And if you buy me a coffee right here, right now, then you get to have a personalized mini gemstone reading by yours truly. I want to highlight Suze Gallagher. She's one of our dragon vendors, author of the Little One Diaries. And it's the 25th anniversary. It's more than 25 years now. And Sue's going to be a guest on Story Species, Story Medicine, Extra Strength. So I very much look forward to hosting her. We also have a dragon vendor, Michael Catling. Michael is a two-in-one. He is an Elvis impersonator, and he also fixes cars. Michael's auto restoration and collision. Make sure if you're in these local areas, check them out. Their information is there. Michael Catling is also a dragon healer. So on the big day, March 14th, Michael's going to be performing for us during the break time. So I'm really looking forward to that. We have Rick Gallagher. Rick is in charge of sound healing. So he plays beautiful music with singing bowls. And throughout the conference, he's going to literally be chiming in. And I'm looking forward to that as well. And I just want to go back to Suze Gallagher for a moment here. Because on March 13th, the day before the conference, I'm going to be hanging out live with the virtual vendors. There's a promo video I'll show you in a moment. And again, when you follow me on Buy Me a Coffee, you just get into all of this stuff. I am also in search of a Dragon Dreams executive committee. So if you're the kind of person who enjoys leadership, you like to plan, organize, carry things out, you like to have ongoing, continued conversations where you set goals, alchemize the goals, achieve the goals, then make sure you reach out to me. So far, I'm doing this completely alone. I've got Julia Anchorhaven. Special thank you to Julia. She monitors the chat quite often for me. Like 99% of the time, if she's available, she's in the chat. If she's not in the chat, it's because she's literally like driving in a car or going somewhere. And so big thank you to Julia. She'll be at the conference for sure, working behind the scenes. And I want to just highlight some of the Dragon speakers. This is all set in stone for March 14th. Yours truly, of course, the Dragon Dreams visionary. I do energy medicine. There's lots to be said about me. I was a public school teacher for 20 years. I became a hypnotherapist. Michael Cope, he's an author, paranormal investigator. Looking forward to Michael's sharing out on the 14th. My good friend, Brian Rue, he does all kinds of things. It was a bit challenging, actually, to create these little summaries of everybody. Brian is also a visionary and dean of University Galacticus and much more. And it was a privilege for me to help Brian out in the very, very early stages of University Galacticus. Also on the bottom left, Chris Latour. I really appreciate Chris because he talks about super soldier programs and he's always dialing it back to his own personal experience. And he doesn't over glorify blood and gore and violence, which I don't know about you folks, but I find when people are sharing their stories, I'm not sure what they're doing. And so all of the speakers here, they're not just anybody. They're people that I felt who are in alignment with my content and my own mission, if you understand what I'm saying. Alex Lipton, he's an esoteric investigator. Alex loves learning about ancient Egypt. He loves the movies and also loves to host and to participate in multiple communities. John Whitberg, just like Chris Latour, really appreciate John because he has a lot of violence as part of his story, but never over glorifying it. And that's important for me to highlight because this is the first conference ever, it's important to me that I set precedents. Why? Because, well, you know, in a generalized way, I want the conference to run smoothly, but I also would really appreciate, I'll show you my next slide here. I really appreciate those who are willing to share their real face, their real name, and their real stories, who are telling their stories. And these topics range from controlled remote viewing to bringing missing children home. It's true, you can use your psychic powers to bring missing children home. So when I think about that, well, what else can we do with our psychic powers, right? And so I want to really narrow down the focus at my conferences. And each conference is going to range in content. So this conference, we don't have any controlled remote viewers, and I am hopeful the next one we will for sure. Or any kind of remote viewer for that matter. But I am targeting controlled remote viewers because I'm a big fan of Lynn Buchanan and controlled remote viewing. And something I really appreciate about CRV, controlled remote viewing, is anybody can get trained in it. So it's a mental martial arts, just like, like karate or wrestling, even any kind of martial arts. But this is mental martial arts. And so you very well can learn how to bring missing children home, missing soldiers home. And it's a modality that you can follow. It can help you with all areas of your life. Clearly, I'm a fan of controlled remote viewing. So if anybody out there is listening and you do that, please reach out to me for the next conference. I'm actually starting to plug people in, and things are moving a bit too fast for me. I'm having a hard time keeping up. So again, those of you who are just tuning in, excuse me, if you're interested in joining Dragon Dreams Executive Committee, please reach out, because it's me, myself, and I right now. We're a great team, me, myself, and I, but we can definitely use some support, especially in the technology area and networking, making things appealing musically. You know how it is. So the content of these conferences range from controlled remote viewing, Bigfoot stories, Star Nations. I mean, really ranging here, right? Firsthand experiences, paranormal encounters, and much, much more. And for me personally, I had an experience. I've always had spiritual experiences my whole life, and I know what it's like to be made fun of and laughed at. And when it comes to hosting a conference like this and given the content, this is why it's so important and dear to my heart, and why the speakers and vendors and healers need to be in right relationship with me and my content in order for this to be successful. Because let's be blatantly honest, our community and communities like ours, we get mocked and made fun of all of the time, right? So it's really important to set precedents, especially with the first one ever on March 14th. And I hope to see you there. I would like to show you my video and then still getting used to StreamYard here. I'm going to show you my video. I'm going to remove myself from the stage momentarily so you can watch it. And also, I will be kicking it off by providing a collective reading, not for the whole collective, just for the collective membership that's paying $9 a month, because that's one of the bonuses. And that's how Dreaming with Gemstone Gina is going to be kicking off all of the time, is honoring the paid membership. I do offer a lot of free resources, so get in on it. Today's a day for the MONEY to get into my pocket to honor the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective, me, part of Project 30, administrator, visionary of it all, putting it all together in honor of you, because you're me and I'm you. And if there's one thing I believe in, it's myself. So if I believe in myself, well, I guess that means I believe in you, because I'm you and you're me. All right, I'm going to remove myself from the stage, and I hope you enjoy my video. It's Well, I hope you liked the video and you found it informative. I also wanted to mention briefly that I'm creating candle hype. So if you're following me for free on Buy Me a Coffee, you get in on candle hype. And so there's a picture of these candles. And on March 13th, when I'm hanging out with the virtual vendors, I'm going to tell you how I made these candles, why they're special to me, what the symbols and letters mean. And it would be cool if you did the same thing and started posting pictures in the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective. Because you know what? When the conference starts on March 14th, we're going to welcome everybody, and then we're going to open up some sacred space. And at the same time, we're all going to light our candles together. So get in on the hype and follow me for free on Buy Me a Coffee. All right. I'm going to remove my background. Otherwise, you won't be able to see the beloved Gnome King's gemstones. And I noticed on Buy Me a Coffee that nobody donated. So if you don't put the MONEY in my Buy Me a Coffee, then you don't get a mini gemstone reading. But if you paid the $9 membership for the collective, then that's what I'm going to do right here, right now. Still figuring out StreamYard. I think I have it figured out. It's just the bumbliness. If anybody out there can relate, you know, when you're alive, you brain farted out. Okay, and the presenters and vendors and healers, we're actually meeting those who can make it on next Saturday. We're going to be live. So if you're available, you can, we're not going to be presenting. We're just going to be doing like a tech rehearsal to make sure everything is running so we can help to set precedents. Okay. Visual effects. That's what I got to do it under. None. Okay. Let me just tilt this down. So I know you won't be able to see my face, Dragon Dreamers. All right. So this one that I'm going to do right here, right now, it's in honor of the collective paid membership. Right now it's $9. Price is going up March 1st in the name of bonus number 4 and 5, which were recently added. And when the prices go up, they stay the same for current paying members. So what a great deal. Okay. And immediately a card flipped over, which normally they don't, but I guess you're getting a bonus card here. The goldfish that dances on land. The goldfish dancing on land is one of my favorite cards. It's one of my favorite archetype. I mean, this guy is so happy, and you're being reminded the key is remembering there is no key or locks or limits to the journey of the mind. So you can see the shape of the goldfish. If you turn it like this, then it looks like a place like a key lock, right? So just shifting your perspective. So that was a random message to you, Dragon Dreamers, from the goldfish dancing on land. Nothing can dampen the spirit of the goldfish dancing on land, and you can read all about that in my book series. Okay, here we go. Okay, what is a mini message for the collective membership Project 30 Isis Unity Consciousness? Oh, there's kind of like a massaging feel, like you know when you're in the sun and it's nice and warm, and it's like you're just like rubbing your arms and your legs and kind of squishing them. It's like a real sense of grounding. My eyes are closed, by the way, but now I'm opening them. This one calls to me because it fell off. Um, it seems like the inner mermaid wants you to know that there's something over here in the east that's calling to you. This gemstone has not identified itself yet. Maybe I'll have an interesting dream or something tonight about it. Most of them have identified. But this one here is off to the east. That's very interesting. Another thing I noticed right away, this gemstone here, eagle condor, is in alignment. So the fact that eagle condor is in alignment and the inner mermaid is right here representing all of your treasures, the traumas that you've transformed into treasure, something is coming. And you know what? I mean, spring is in the air, baby animals, it's that kind of season. Seeds are starting to sprout. You see the buds on the trees, but there's something more. There's something more. I wonder, any dragon dreamers out there, maybe you're trying to get pregnant? Take a pregnancy test. Let us know. Maybe there's something like often when pregnancy comes up, people tend to get a little mixed emotion about um, pregnancy could mean literal pregnancy, like a baby, but pregnancy could also mean like an idea that you had is now fertilized, so to speak, and you're going to be moving forward with it. So there's some kind of conception that's taken place, and life is happening. And what an amazing way to kick off the gemstone reading. All right, I feel compelled to put the heart here. Let me just rewind. So eagle condor is in alignment. So right now, the perspective is in alignment. So whatever you're thinking, feeling about things, you're right. Okay. Your ability to shed and let go, um, you're like ready to drop the snake skin that you have, but you haven't actually dropped it yet. And physically, you're a little bit out of alignment, but this is a good thing because the snake skin that you're wearing right now is so heavy and thick, and your positive attitude, you have the right perspective. You're like, get this freaking snake skin off of me. I'm ready to go through the medicine wheel again. I don't want this shit. I want to alchemize, move on with my life. And physically, you're like, yeah, let's do this. And so physically, you're a bit amped up because of that. But in order to shed the snake skin, like you do have to go through the emotional process. So where's your heart and your mental plane? Okay, so your mental plane is it's in a good place. You do have some negative thoughts, but those negative thoughts, they're not ruling you. Hummingbird is in alignment. And so all your high quality items and your perspective and your like ability to believe in yourself, you're doing that right now. And yeah, your life's not perfect and you do have shitty negative thoughts, but again, they're not getting the best of you. You've got the chivalrous masculines right here. These are, I always say, they're like men who know how to treat a lady. They're the folks before the patriarchy. This is like the king that everybody adores and all the men want to be like and all the women want a husband just like the king because he takes such good care of the land and the sovereignty goddess, and everything is just very flowy, and that's these guys, and they're right here, right beside to give you support. But the thing is, look at this, we've got black and white. That's duality. So remember, and this is where tough love comes into play, like your perspective is on. So yeah, okay, good for you. You have negative thoughts. You're not going to let them get the best of you, but you need to be black white. And at some point, those negative thoughts do need to stop. So if they don't stop, recognize that you need mind reprogramming and or that you might have an intrusive entity. And the fact that everything so far seems pretty good and pretty positive is making me a bit suspicious that maybe you do have an intrusive entity, because the mind's number one job is to protect you, even if it means lying to you. And it's like, well, I don't know, just let's keep going here. This is a collective reading for those who are paying the $9 membership right now. So it'd be interesting what comes up. Like, it could also mean that some of you have already booked sessions with me and we've done extractions and whatnot. And this is like, the negative thought is the thing that you've conquered, whether it's a false inhibiting belief or the intrusive entity, and maybe you're finishing the 21-day integration period. Very, very interesting. But you've got protection right beside you. I get the vibe most of you don't have intrusive entities, but I get the vibe some of you should get tested, because you're in denial and you're like, this gemstone reading doesn't resonate with me because it's like very negative, and everything I'm saying doesn't apply to you. And um, the positive things I'm saying could be shielding that. So anyways, overall, I do feel this is very positive so far. That's the thing so far. Let's keep going and see what comes up here. The heart space is almost in alignment, so it's a little amped up. That's fine. But overall, brain heart harmony is almost there, so that's good. Jaguar is a little bit off, but you know what? Jaguar is at least on the right side. So you've got 3 out of the 4 power animals essentially in alignment. And the one that's not in alignment right now is Snake, but Snake is making its way in alignment. So this is also reminding me that the full moon is upon us. And so the full moon will cleanse away, burn away anything that needs to. So those of you who are listening to this gemstone reading, maybe you want to make it your full moon gemstone reading or something like that, or take these themes with you for the next month. Let us know in the comments how you'll be receiving this, working with this. The warrior goddesses, they're prepared to help you get that heavy snake skin off. And Polaris's focus. Polaris is has a very wide focus, and the focus is on the north, on your high quality items. So reinforcing that whatever you're thinking, feeling, you're correct. Keep believing in yourself. Keep moving forward in your life. The fact that you want to shed this heavy snake skin makes me feel like you're being very proactive. So my comments earlier, because I think out loud as I do this, but my comments earlier about intrusive entities, again, I get the vibe folks are already dealing with that. And if you haven't dealt with that, get yourself tested. You can book a private session with me or see some kind of energy medicine healer, all right? And that's all that's standing up to me. This is a mini gemstone reading already. I've gone on for too long, but I can't help it. If something is there, then something is there. So this one here, the goldfish dancing on land, that was just a random bonus. But now I'm closing my eyes and I'm feeling here. And my pinky really wants to like dig. And I'm going to just take my glove off because it's a bit slidey there. Okay, I'm opening my eyes. It's got the corner of this one card. All right here. And before I flip this card over, I always aim to remind folks who are tuning in that it could reinforce everything that I just said. And if it has nothing to do with what I just said, then it serves as a blind spot. And when I think about my comments about intrusive entities, let's see if this provides us with insight. This was chosen by my left hand. This is a message from the feminine, from Mother Earth, Pachamama. The dog monkey folk. Guardians of the present moment, the pine tree forest, and so much more. I don't even know where to start. You need to get my books and start reading them. I've got a suitcase full, and that's another reason why it's important to start transforming all my content into movies to help make the content more available to others. This here, this card, the dog monkey folk, verifies and validates everything that I said, because the dog monkey folk, like I said, there's too much to say about them, but basically they're in charge of the present moment. So I always tell folks, you can think about like a big ball around you, and you're rolling forward. Even if you don't want to move forward, you're rolling forward. And behind you is past, absolute destruction and chaos. In front of you, there's like nothing. So the dog monkey folk, they're like swirling around you, destroying what's behind you, while simultaneously providing the very steps in front of you to step on, like constructors of the future as it's unfolding. And the protectors that they are, they're like hunting dogs. They run forward to investigate, and they come back with information. So if you sense danger, that's the dog monkey folk. They're foraging into the future. So pay attention to that. If you're, at the grocery store and, it dawns on you that you needed to buy apples, you almost forgot. That's the dog monkey folk, because they're foraging into the future, and they're carrying the past forward with you. And when I think about my comments about believing in yourself and how it sounds like you're being proactive, shedding this heavy snake skin, to me, the dog monkey folk are very, very much in alignment. And so this card here, let me just have a closer look at it. I don't see any ghosties or spirits on it. Some of the cards have, on the literal level of snake, it's my the glossiness from the original Dragon Dreams when I laminated it. But that's not here. I'll just hold it there so you can get a good look at it. So when I think about the dog monkey folk, just on a little final note here, the black and the white, and what I was saying here, like the dog monkey folk are older than these guys. So um, there's different, there's quite the range of dog monkey folk, especially developmentally. And they're usually very childlike and wondrous, but there's some dog monkey folk who have a serious side to them. And, they're more mature. And that's these masculines here. So in a positive way, if you're feeling freaked out, like somebody's watching you, it's the dog monkey folk. And uh, they genuinely, because they're so ancient, they don't understand boundaries. So in a positive way, don't hesitate to tell them, like, it's not cool for you to be like, sitting outside my window like this watching me. Like, it's kind of freaky. They don't understand that. And they'll genuinely ask you, like, how come, the housefly can go in and out, but I can't, that kind of stuff. So hope you enjoyed that gemstone reading. Let me just clear it here. And I always put the card that got pulled, in this case, two of them, back in the deck, because it could come up again and have a completely different meaning for somebody. Each card I mean, you can sum it up in just like a sentence, but in truth, uh, like each card needs a book just on its own. So let me check Buy Me a Coffee. If you did not donate to my Buy Me a Coffee and you would like a mini gemstone reading, you need to do it pronto. Otherwise, you're going to miss out. And I'm willing to stay on live as long as the MONEY is going into my Buy Me a Coffee. And I will stay live until everyone's had a turn who has contributed. Otherwise, I will wish you a fantastic day. So I'll just wait a few minutes for that. And while we're waiting, I'll show you my candles again. And I want to remind you that March 14th, Saturday, March 14th, that's the first ever conference. And I want to lovingly invite you to hang out with us the day before on the Friday, because we're just going to be hanging out, creating hype, talking about our candles. And I would love if you joined us live and got in on the candle hype, said hi to the virtual vendors, connected with us. Let us know about your candle carving, what it looks like and sounds like. If you use markers, incense to decorate it, paint, berries, let us know. Would really love to know and connect with you. All right, I'm going to check my Buy Me a Coffee for a final time. So now I'm by accident checking my Hotmail and other apps are popping up here. I got a stylo like somebody recommended. All right. So on my Buy Me a Coffee, no one has donated. So I look forward to next month, the last Friday, Dreaming with Gemstone Gina, yours truly. Find out what the Dragon Dreams Oracle has in store for you, what the Gnome King's gemstones have to report about you. And I love, love, love how the Dragon Dreams Oracle always compliments. This is a creation of my own making. There's always much to share and say. If you're familiar with the story of how these gemstones even came about, let us know in the comments. And also, if you've ever had a gemstone reading or Dragon Dreams Oracle reading from me, Gina Virginia Casella, absolutely love for you to let us know. How is that going? How does it continue to resonate with you? How is the alchemy unfolding? How are you taking charge of your life? And the free Facebook group, the Dragon Dreams Soul Tribe Collective, is a great place for you to do that. And so, thank you so much for daring to dream so courageously with me. I truly appreciate it. And I absolutely love our community. We are quite beloved in the eyes of so many. And there's so many dragon dreamers that don't even know about us. So please like and share. And on that, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube. And on a final note, it's free, absolutely free to follow me on Buy Me a Coffee. And then you get in on the emails. And make sure if you wanted to get in on that $9 a month membership, that you do it before March 1st, before the price goes up. It's going to be an amazing deal, even when the price increases. But if you look at the first 5 bonuses, because I work with Pole Energy, to check out the first 5 bonuses, and honestly, for $9 a month, like, you really can't beat it. So, okay, Dragon Dreamers, thank you, thank you, thank you. I wish you a wonderful day, many, many blessings. Isis, united are we, be free, and thank you, thank you, thank you for dreaming with me so courageously. I really can't thank you enough, and I never want to take it for granted. Looking forward to next time. Take care, and we'll see you later.